Hello, I'm Autumn and I'm back with a review of Lime Crime's Greatest Hits Bangers palette along with Lime Crime Velvetines Psycho, which I'm wearing right now. And I have some thoughts also on the Lime Crime Lip Blaze in Mary Jane. I received this free with my palette. And I have some thoughts on it, so I'll put those at the end. But right now, I want to talk about the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers collection. I live in England, so this stuff is expensive. I did get free shipping, though, and a discount, and so I was able to get it here in the UK and actually be able to afford it, because these are really expensive. So this is an expensive palette. Here are some of the colors. I got this palette because I really wanted mustard. When I put mustard on my face, it turned more of a brown, and I'm really not a fan of mustard. I thought it would like match all my mustard clothing that I get lots of compliments on. When I put mustard on my face and I have the yellow skin undertones, it just looks awful on me. I think the same could be said about Lime Crime Squash, which is an old color. They don't sell this anymore, but I think the mustard and the squash colors, if you have yellow toned skin like me, they're probably not the best colors for you. So there were some things that surprised me about this palette. I see lots of tutorials, and in the tutorials, everybody seems to be using this color Beam here, which is a really pretty pink in the palette, in the pot. I put this on me, and it looks cheap. And cheap looks are great because sometimes you do want a cheap looking glitter. But this glitter to me, it did not hold up to, for instance, Urban Decay's glitters. So I was not a fan of that. I think all of the other glitters for me were just kind of meh. But a few colors that I did like. One of them is Mud. I think Mud is one of those colors that looks great by itself. And I also liked Muse, Jam, and Flora. I think those are beautiful colors. I'm going to try to work with Radiant a bit more, which I think is a duochrome, or maybe it was Aura. But the one I'm going to work with today is Pigeon. Pigeon does not get the attention that it deserves. Okay, I'm going to put some Pigeon on for you right now. So Pigeon is apparently a duochrome, so it's kind of a brown and a green at the same time. Now, if you are my age, let's say you're a 40-something woman, you're like, what is a duochrome? A duochrome is like basically two colors. I was really surprised. I had no idea what this was. I thought it was like, oh God, another black in my palette. I don't need another black. So when I tried it on my eyes, I tried it on with a finger first, and I was like, what is this brown stuff on my finger? Is it mud? Did mud get on there? I don't know. I couldn't figure out where this brown was coming from, and it's coming from this. So basically, you can use Pigeon all over your eye. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you can get two different colors out of it. I've seen people doing tutorials with Pigeon and adding like colors on top of it, which you can do also. But if you're in a hurry in the morning and you just want to get something done quickly, you just want to get dressed fast, throw something on, I think Pigeon is where it's at. So Pigeon, when you're putting it on, it looks blue, it kind of looks brown. It's a little bit everywhere, and you can layer it. So I'm just putting it all on with a brush. I don't really care where I'm putting it on. I'm just using a brush. This is one of those Real Techniques brushes I got from TK Maxx over here. TJ Maxx in the States, TK Maxx over here. So Real Techniques are really cheap at TK Maxx, and you know they're not going to be fakes like some of those available on online sites. I love Real Techniques brushes just because they're nice and soft. I have some Morphe brushes that I bought because it was all the rage, and I'm absolutely horrified by them. Every time I use them, I feel like my eyes are being scratched. So these are just nice and fluffy, and I think they provide just, coverage is fine. They're not expensive. Real Techniques, I'm all about them, and I'm not at all paid or given any free merchandise to say that. So Pigeon, as I get this all rubbed in a bit more, it goes like beautiful brown on the edges, and then when you layer more of it on the top, you can get more of the green. And so if you lay it with your fingers, you can kind of see the green there. Somebody's at my door. I know what it is. I ordered a pink beret from Henry Spychalski of the band HMLTD. He's selling his stuff on Depop. And so I ordered a rubber beret by Atsuko Kudo. Not rubber, what's it called? PVC. And I think that's just arrived downstairs. All right, so you can see here, you could just throw this color on. It's going to take care of itself in terms of colors. You don't have to have colors everywhere, different colors. Here comes my package. My husband's probably going to interrupt us and bring the package up. You can also use it under the eye. And I'm going to try to change my lighting settings here so you can see things more. I don't know whether to do it brighter. Or a different shade. Like there, you can kind of see the greens coming out. The yellow shade, you can see the browns coming out more. So it does really have this changing color. It looks better in person than it does on any of this poor camera stuff that I have going on here. So that is my kind of semi-review of Lime Crime Bangers. I found Shell to be, this is like an orange color here, I found Shell to be really meh also. It's not something that I would really use on anything. I didn't think that it had the power that for whatever necessary to be noticeable, really. I'm going to take Aura, which now has some fallout from Pigeon, and it's going to put some Aura up here. Just kind of add a highlight and blend things in. I see lots of girls when they're blending, and I don't know why, or if it's a new thing, they kind of go like this with their brushes, and I don't know why, because it's like tugging on the skin. You can use circular motions very gently on your eyes. There's no need to tug your eyes back and forth like that to blend makeup. I mean, all makeup will end up blending eventually. I'm not perfect. I don't care about perfect makeup. I don't need gradients and all that stuff. If you like that, that is great and that is awesome. But to me, it doesn't look very natural. Not that makeup looks natural in the first place. I mean, I'm wearing this makeup called Psycho. That's not natural either, but I try. So yeah, this is Lime Crime Psycho. It's very matte. I did not use an eyeliner with it. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I've ordered Pumpkin, and so Pumpkin's on the way, and Pumpkin has a liner, a lip liner, and I'll see how that works. I said I was going to do a review of Lime Crime's Lip Blaze. This is like a cannabis oil-infused gloss. I put Lip Blaze on, and I absolutely thought it was awesome until 2 hours later. So I put Lip Blaze on, I went to work. I worked about 2.5 hour shift. I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink anything. And when I came out from work, I had it looked like my lips had been lined, but the inside of it was gone. And I was just like, oh my God, I hate that look. I don't, how did that happen? What happened to this? It's like it all just dissolved into the ether or the air and then left a liner line. And I was just like, no. So I thought, okay, well, it says to use it with a lip liner. I don't have a lip liner in this color, so I used an Urban Decay matte lipstick, and I put it underneath. It kind of matched this color. So I put a lipstick underneath, and then I put this on the top, and I was like, yeah, my lips are banging. And I went to work again, and the same thing happened. It's like it took the lipstick with it. So this was free. I didn't pay for it, and I'm glad I didn't. If I'd paid for it, I would have been very upset. It has such amazing color and amazing application. It makes your lips feel really good, but then it doesn't last at all, and you'd have to keep watching it and keep looking at it, and then also watch out for it getting on your teeth. With this Lime Crime Velvetines, you don't have to worry about it getting on your teeth. Once it's applied, it's applied. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays where it's supposed to go. And, the Velvetines, you know what the Velvetines are all known for. They're really great and really awesome. So if I finish out this look with some, different eyeliner, mascara, and then finish the rest of my face, I should get a nice little gothish sort of look. Goth, or they're calling it grunge. I don't know. I grew up in the 90s, and I don't think it's necessarily grunge. but I could put some underneath too. That would also be helpful. So yeah, that's just basically my review. I don't edit my videos, obviously, so you don't see a bunch of me jumping around everywhere. I don't use filters. This is all real skin, real colors, real usage. The ring light is the only thing that I use to kind of try to make people be able to see things a bit differently and in different lights. And this is a necklace from my great-grandmother. I think it's from the 1940s, so I think it's Bakelite or some of the earlier plastics. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, that is basically my review of Lime Crime. This is my first palette that I've ever used from Lime Crime, so I didn't know what to expect. Maybe some people know about Pigeon from the Venus palette that it was first in. I had no clue when I was using it what to expect. And I do like this palette, but I think that I was disappointed in a lot of the colors. In comparison to Urban Decay, the color payoff was not as bright as I would have hoped or liked from this. And I am ordering another palette from them just to see if it's just this palette or whatever. So I'll get a palette, I get 2 palettes because I'm ordering one and getting another free palette on top of it. It has a lot of the same colors in here though, like Mustard and Pigeon. But I think I like Pigeon so much, I'm going to wear it a lot and I'm going to use it a lot, and I think it's going to be excellent. So yeah, like and subscribe if you'd like. I'm pretty much doing these videos for absolutely no one out there in the world, and that's okay. Just getting my thoughts out there. Take care, everyone.